morning children. So in the previous class we have discussed about the weather and the climate. So what is weather? The condition of air temperature, the condition of air pressure and the condition of wind and humidity at a particular place and a particular time is known as weather. The weather may change from day to day or hour to hour. So in previous we have learned that today it may be the hot and warm and tomorrow it may rain. Tomorrow it may rain. So that is a change in weather. It may change into hot. Or today it may be the cool or tomorrow it may be windy and the cloudy. So this is the particular change of weather, particular place at a particular time, at a particular place and a particular time. So the heat varies the changes, the weather varies the season, the weather varies the seasons. There are 3 seasons in our country: monsoon, winter and summer. So depending on the seasons, our lifestyle is also depend. So food we eat, the lifestyle also changed depending on the season. The food we eat, the dress we wear and the crops we grow and the crops we grow. So what is the climate? The climate, it is heated. It depends on the heat of the earth. It depends on the heat of the earth. There are 7 types, different types of climate in the world. There are 7 different types of climate in the world. So the climate, it varies on the heat of the earth. The climate influences the heat of the earth. The heat of the earth, the climate is depend. The climate is depend. So heat, how the earth gets the heat? The places near the equator. The places, the distance from the equator. Distance from equator. Equator. So these are the poles. Sun rays. The sun rays falls directly at the equator at the small portion, at the small part of the earth, So these the places, the countries which lies on the equator, they are very hot. The straight lines, the straight rays falls on the equator. So the equator region, it is very hot. So the rays, that slanting rays that falls at the poles level and falls at the large area. And these slanting lines falls at the large area, and they are known as, the rays are not so hot, So these the places are very cool. So the sun rays do not fall directly. The slanting rays falls on the poles towards the poles. So they are very cool places depending on the equator, depending on the rays of the light, sun rays. The heat is depend. Next, high above the sea level. Next, distance from the sea. Next, high from the sea level. So some of the places, Ninatil, Ooty are the cool places. They are known as high altitudes. So high from the sea level. The sea level is very low, and the cool regions, they are the Himalayas, the mountains, the peaks are there are very high level. So in these high altitudes, the mountain, the peaks, they are covered by the snow. So these places are very cool places. So Ninatil, Ooty, they are settled at high altitudes, and the lower altitudes are also at the same altitude, is known as the higher altitudes. Understand, children? So the equator region, it is very hot region. So it is high from the sea level. So the sea level, it is at the ground level, and the peaks are high level. peaks are high level. So the distance from the sea and the peak is more, and the peak is more. So they are covered by the snow and the mountains. Snow and the mountains. So these are known as the high altitudes. High altitudes. High altitudes. So these high altitudes are depend on the latitudes. So when they raise to the more latitudes, so what are the latitudes, longitudes we have learned in the previous lesson, that is the first lesson, latitudes and the longitudes. So latitudes depending when they cross the Tropic of Cancer and near the Arctic Circle, the peaks they reaches to the Arctic Circle. So they are very cool places. They are very cool places. So the equator, it is a hot region, and the sea levels, they are high from the sea level. They are very cool zones. They are very cool zones. Next, distance from the sea, high above the sea level. Distance from the sea. Distance. Next topic. Distance from sea. Distance from sea. So here the distance from sea. The coastal region. The coastal region, it may have neither too hot nor too cold. Neither too hot nor too cold. The climate of the coastal region, it may have neither too hot nor too cold, because the sea region is very cool and the land is hot. So here, due to the sun rays, the sea heats up very quickly and cools down very quickly. So at lower rate it cools down. At lower rate it cools down. So here the sea level is very cool and land is hot. So why the coastal regions are not too hot, not too cold? Due to the sea breezes. Due to the sea breezes. The sea breezes are found in the coastal regions. So there the climate is neither too hot nor too cold. Neither too hot nor too cold. Due to sea breezes. The air moves from sea to land. Is known as a sea breezes. The air that moves from sea to land is known as a sea breezes. In summer, we have a lot of sea breezes in the coastal region. So the climate of coastal region is neither too hot nor too cold. So example, if you take the climate of Chennai and the Delhi. Chennai, it is a coastal region, and Delhi it is not the coastal region. So Chennai it comes on the equator. The place that lies on the equator, even though it lies on the equator, the climate of the Chennai is mild climate, not too hot, not too cold. Mild climate. The climate of Chennai, even it is a coastal region, it has a mild climate. So even though it lies near the equator, it has a mild climate. So Delhi, it is not in the coastal area. So in summer, in summer the climate of Delhi is very hot. Delhi, it is very hot. So tomorrow we will discuss about the direction of the winds. Okay, na children? So read the lesson. Read about the lesson. Okay. children, read 4th lesson. This is a homework. Once again revise the class by reading your textbook. Thank you.